this video, I'm going to discuss about this molecular orbital energy diagrams of N2, N2 plus, N2 2 plus, N2 minus, and N2 2 minus. First of all, before looking at the molecular orbital energy diagrams, MOED, yes, first of all, let's understand what is the order of filling up of these molecular orbitals with atomic numbers till 14 and above 14. So first of all, the order of this filling up of these atomic or molecular orbitals, first is sigma 1s, which is being formed, then sigma star 1s, then sigma 2s, then sigma star 2s, the star for antibonding. Then comes the sigma 2pz. Right? So 2p, or let's relate that to be x only. Right? So x here, so because this one is what is the sigma overlap of 2px orbital, that means which is oriented along the internuclear, where the lobes of it are oriented along the internuclear axis. So this result, this is a sigma type of overlap, so resulting in the formation of what? Sigma type of molecular orbital which is being formed. Since this is a sigma type of overlap, you know that this is stable. So if it is stable, this is less energy associated. So that's why this one is lower in energy when compared to that of pi. Now, this is py type of overlap. This is a lateral overlap which is occurring here. So resulting in the formation of pi bonding and anti-bonding. Right? So I'll erase this. So what comes next is pi. Pi 2py and pi 2pz, which are of the same energy. We are calling them at what? Degenerate. So pi 2py and pi 2pz, which are of the same energy. Let me write it once again. So the energy of pi 2py and pi 2pz are of the same. So these are degenerate orbitals at the same energy. So the order of energy now is the sigma 2px, then comes the pi 2py and pi 2pz. That lateral overlap is always does not result results in the more energy molecular orbitals. That is why the energy of pi is more than sigma. Then comes bond anti-bonding, but the pi star 2py and pi star 2pz. Then comes sigma star 2px. Yes, this is the order of filling up of the orbitals till this is for this is from, yes, this is from oxygen. That means for heavier elements and more than this. So from oxygen onwards, this is the energy, the order of filling up of the orbitals. Now, when we come till nitrogen, that is for atomic number 14 or less than 14, then what is happening here is the sp mixing occurs. So just because of this reason, sp mixing occurs, and because of this sp mixing, what is happening is the energy of the sigma 2px is more than that of the energy of pi 2py or pi 2pz. So sigma orbital has more energy when compared to that of the pi. So then the order now slightly changes here, where so these are the same. So sigma star 2s, first comes the pi here, pi 2py, pi 2pz, then comes what? Sigma. Then this is as usual. sigma star 2p x. Right. So this is order of filling up of the orbitals for the different atomic numbers, that is atomic numbers till 14 and atomic numbers more than 14. So we can say that here more than 14 atomic number. Now we are dealing with the molecular orbital energy diagrams of N2, N2 plus, N2 plus, N2 minus, and N2 minus. So all of them, what is the atomic number of nitrogen here? So the nitrogen N2 dinitrogen is formed by the combination of two nitrogen atoms. So N and N. So this is an atomic number of 7. So 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. Right, so we are dealing with the formation of the molecules which are having the atomic numbers till 14, that is nitrogen 14. So what is the order of the filling up of the molecular orbitals we should follow? This is the order, that is pi comes first and then the sigma. So let's look at first for nitrogen. How do you draw the molecular orbital energy diagram for N2? First take nitrogen and another nitrogen here. So increasing energy levels. So this has, what is the electronic configuration? This has 7. So I'll write here 7. So it is 1s2, 2s2, and 2p3. So s and p orbitals. This 1s orbital, 2s, and then comes to p orbital. First is I'll write the 1s orbital here. This is 1s. Then comes 2s. Then comes 2p. 2p which has 3 orbitals which are degenerate. For this nitrogen also I have the same thing, that is 1s2, 2s2, and 2p3. So this has 2 electrons. This is 1s, this is 2s, and this is 2p. Let me fill all these orbitals with electrons. So 1s2, this is 2s2, and all singly occupied here according to the rules, right? So this is also the same thing according to the Hans rule of yes, this had singly occupied these 2p orbitals, right? Hans rule. Now, so the 2 orbitals, linear combination of these atomic orbitals result in the formation of what? 2 atomic orbitals here, one BMO and one ABM. This is BMO and this is ABM, right? This is also resulting in the formation of 2 orbitals. One is higher in energy and one is lower in energy. This is BMO and this is ABMO. This is named as sigma because SS linear combination results in the formation of sigma bond and sigma star. So this is because of the combination of 1s, I'm writing it as 1s. And there are 4 electrons here. So 4 electrons will fill up these sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. Here also there are 4 electrons here, filling up of the electrons in the same manner, where I'm naming this as sigma because again 2s orbitals, linear combination which result in the formation of sigma bonding orbital and anti-bonding molecular, sigma star 2ps. Let me write it clearly. Sigma 2s, and this is what? Sigma star 2s. This is BMO and this is ABM. Now, the mixing up of these 2p orbitals, that means linear combination, will now result in the formation of 3, that means here 2px here combines with 2px orbital of this, resulting in the formation of what? Sigma. We have already dealt with this in my previous video. So the sigma is formed, but in the previous video, previous slide, we have seen that till 14, so this is having the atomic number of 14, the energy of pi orbitals is less than that of the sigma. So first, this one results in the formation of pi. The energy of pi is more when compared to the energy of sigma. So again, so this is the same here. Yeah. So first, this is pi. So pi 2py, pi 2pz. These are degenerate orbitals. This is sigma. Sigma 2px. So this is sigma star 2px. This is pi star 2py. This is pi star 2pz. So this results in the formation of these atomic, molecular orbitals in this way, where sigma bonding and sigma anti-bonding and pi bonding and pi anti-bonding molecular orbitals are being formed here, when where we can see that the pi bonding molecular orbitals are lower in energy when compared to that of the sigma 2px. Right. How many electrons are there in the 2p orbitals now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first, the 2 electrons will enter into this pi 2p pi and pi 2p set singly because they are degenerate. Then the pairing occurs. Right, when more than 2 orbitals, the degenerate orbitals are available, first they become half filled and then the pairing occurs. Right, then how many are finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more are remaining, which will enter into the next energy level. Right, so this is a molecular orbital energy level diagram of nitrogen. So when you calculate the bond order for this, what is a bond order? Half into number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital minus the number of the electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So half into bonding molecular orbitals. All the sigma and pi without the star are bonding molecular orbitals. 2 plus 2, 4, plus 2, 6, plus 2, 8, plus 2, 10. So 10 minus, how many anti-bonding? 2 plus 2, 4, only 4. These are not fit. So half into 6, which is equal to 3. So the bond order here is 3. What does it mean? Bond order 3 means the number of the bonds which is formed in between the combining atoms is 3 here. So the covalent bonds which are formed is 3. One is sigma, the other 2 are pi bonds here. Right, so when we look at the properties of this, so if you can see the bond order is 3 here. What does it mean? If the bond order is positive, you know that is stable, because it is positive and more than 1, it is very stable, and more energy is required to break these bonds. Right, so because there are 3 bonds which is being formed here, stable and exist, it do exist, right? And what is the magnetic nature of this? See, there are no unpaired electrons. If you look at the molecular orbital energy diagram of this nitrogen, there are no unpaired electrons. All electrons are paired up in all the molecular orbitals. So it is diamagnetic in nature. If there are no unpaired electrons, it is what? Diamagnetic in nature. And since there is no unpaired electron, it is forming low spin complex because no unpaired electrons, low spin. And one more thing here, what about this color? See, color is totally dependent upon the presence of unpaired electrons. Since there are no unpaired electrons, again, this is colorless. Right, now let's look at HOMO and LUMO. What is HOMO and LUMO? See, HOMO means highest occupied molecular orbital. So where is highest occupied orbital here? This is the highest occupied molecular orbital. Highest occupied with electrons. This is the highest occupied with electrons. So sigma 2px is the HOMO here. So I'll write here, since there's no place, okay. So which is one? Sigma 2px is the HOMO. And what is LUMO? LUMO is lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. So where are the unoccupied orbitals starting from the without the electrons? So these pi star. Pi star is the unoccupied orbitals. From here, there are no electrons. So here, unoccupied without the electrons, lowest. This is the lowest. This is the LUMO. That is lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. And sigma 2x is the HOMO. That is highest occupied molecular orbital. Right. So this is the energy, molecular orbital energy diagram for N2, and these are the properties. Right. So when we look at, bond order is 3. Yes, 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds here. What is the bond length here? 1.1 angstroms. There are 3 bonds here. As a number of bonds increases, the triple bonds of bond length decreases, and bond energy is 226 kilocalories per mole. Right? So it's highly stable and chemically inert. So now when you want to look at the molecular orbital energy level diagram for N2 plus, so when you want to draw this molecular orbital energy diagram of N2 plus here, so N2 plus. So N2 plus is formed by the combination of, I'm skipping the 1s orbital here, so N and N plus, right? So N and N plus. So here the atomic number does not change, for the positive ion also is the same. So atomic number of 14 here. So we know that for the molecules of atomic number 14, the energy of pi 2px and pi 2py is less than that of the sigma 2pz. Right? Now, so when we try to draw the molecular orbital energy diagram for N2 plus, so here number of electrons for this thing for nitrogen without the positive charge is 7 electrons. So 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. For nitrogen plus, there is 1 electron less because it is carrying the positive charge. So 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So here 1s2 and this one I'm skipping. I'm right from this 2s2. So here 2, 2, I'm filling this. And 2p3 and 2p2. So this one is for nitrogen, single electrons here. So I'll use a red color one. Yes. Here there are 2 electrons. Here there are 3 electrons here. 1, 2 and 3. For N plus also here there are 2 electrons. Here there are only 2 electrons. So these two will mix, resulting in the formation of 2 molecular orbitals. So 4 electrons will fill up. First, this bonding molecular orbital will get filled up, then anti-bonding molecular orbital, sigma and sigma star of 2s. Then comes pi 2px and pi 2py, when total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons. So 5 electrons first, this one will get half filled, since these two are degenerate. Then comes the pairing. So how many electrons are over out of this 5? 4. Only single electron is left. Now this will come to the 2p set. So yes. Now, when you calculate, so how do you write the electronic configuration of this? Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. I have not shown that in the picture. Now, sigma 2s2. Then comes sigma star 2s2. Then coming pi. So, pi 2p x 2, pi 2p by 2, then comes 2pz. Sigma 2pz1. right? So this is how you write the electronic configuration of N2 plus here. When calculating the bond order for this, so half into the number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital minus the number of electrons in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So 1s is there actually. So bonding molecular orbital is 1s is, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Anti-bonding, so sigma star 1s, 2 electrons are there, 4, only 4, because here pi star are not filled. So half into 5, that means 2.5. So the bond order is 2.5. So here the molecule is stable because it is positive and more than 2, and they do exist. And when you come to the magnetic behavior, since there is one unpaired electron, you can see here in sigma 2pz, so it is paramagnetic in nature. And when we come to the HOMO and LUMO, what is HOMO? Highest occupied molecular orbital. Which is the highest occupied molecular orbital here? This is the highest occupied molecular orbital because this is the highest energy level which is with the electron. So this is the HOMO. And this is the LUMO, that is lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. This is the lowest energy level which is not filled with electron, unoccupied. Right, so this is the molecular orbital energy diagram of N2 plus. Right. Now, when we are writing for N2 2 plus here, so how do you write for N2 2 plus? Now here N plus and N plus. Here the atomic number is again 14, so we'll follow the same order of filling up of the electrons here as we have followed for N2 and N2 plus here. Only thing is electronic configuration, that means number of electrons will be less here. So there are 6 electrons, so 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. This nitrogen plus also same thing, so 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So I'm skipping this 1s here, I'm not drawing, so 2s resulting in the formation of 2 molecular orbitals, sigma 2s and sigma star 2s. Now the 2p, which is filled with 2 electrons here, Now first comes pi 2px and pi 2py, and then comes sigma 2pz, because atomic number is 14 here. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. First, these are degenerate, so this get half filled, then completely filled. So when you come to the, how to write the electronic configuration first, write the electronic configuration and then go for the bond order. So electronic configuration of N2 2 plus is sigma 1s2, that one I have not represented here, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s, so this is also getting filled up, right? So sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, then comes pi. So pi 2px2, pi 2py2. This is electronic configuration of N2 2 plus here. Here, when you come to the bond order, here half into the number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital. How many are there? So 1s I have not represented. So sigma 1s2 and sigma star 1s2 will be there. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. In anti-bonding, this is 2 and 4, only 4. So half into 4 will be 2. The bond order is 2. It means it is stable, it is positive. So what are the properties of this? It is stable since the bond order is 2. It do exist because it is positive, bond order is positive. And what about the magnetic behavior? The non-paired electrons, this is non-paired electrons here. All of them are paired up in all the molecular orbital. So it is diamagnetic in nature. And since it is diamagnetic, non-paired electrons, this forms a low spin complex, and all the electrons are paired up, all the spins are paired up. So it's a low spin complex and it is colorless because it is non-paired electron. and this is the HOMO here. So there are degenerate orbitals, which are, I mean, both of them are of the same energy level, or both of them are HOMO, that is highest occupied molecular orbital, that is pi 2px and pi 2py, and sigma 2pz is the LUMO, that is lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. Right. This is about the molecular orbital energy diagram of N2 plus here. I'm going to discuss this N2 minus and N2 2 minus in my next video, because the length of the video increases here. If you like my channel, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. The whole chapter of this chemical bonding has been described on my YouTube channel. You can just go through it and yeah, go through the chapter.